Meditation is a practice used to focus the mind into the present moment. In the past few years of meditating, I personally found it's a great way to cope with stress, anxiety, anger, and depression. Benefits include reduced stress, improved focus and memory, increase in happiness, improved mental health, and overall well-being. Mindfulness practice can also help you keep a more clear outlook. Meditation is a tool used not just by yogis and gurus, but also world-class performers, icons, and billionaires as well. How I got started. A few years ago, I started reading some of Eckhart Tolle's books, and it was unlike anything I've ever read. In interviews, he speaks with the peace and wisdom of a monk, and it resonated with me so much that I consider those qualities as something to strive for. His philosophy is that a lot of suffering is often caused by the ego and our tendency to overthink a lot of our situations. After reading his books and watching interviews, I started meditating regularly. Here are a few benefits that come along with taking up meditation. Meditation reduces stress. According to Stanford University researcher Emma Sapala, meditation gives people the ability to control their emotions. A study at St. Johns Hopkins used meditation to ease symptoms of depression and anxiety. They found that meditation had around the same effect as antidepressants. It's not a magic pill for depression, but it could be used as another method for treating it. Another study at Harvard in 2011 found that meditation can actually change the structure of the brain. Certain areas of the brain that regulate emotion were stronger, whereas the amygdala, which is responsible for fear and anxiety, was weakened. This was consistent with patients reporting they felt less stressed. Meditation increases happiness. A study reports that after 8 weeks of daily meditation, subjects claimed they were happier. In a follow-up test, the subjects showed that their default level of happiness had gone up. They also reported an improved ability to see emotional cues from others, as well as developing more empathy. According to Ronnie Newman, head of research for the Art of Living Foundation, quote, "Meditation puts you on the fast track to being happy." Meditation has many benefits not only for individuals, but perhaps for communities as well. Meditation and education. Robert W. Pullman Elementary School has had a lot of success teaching mindfulness to their students. Instead of being punished by being sent to the principal's office or detention, students are dismissed from class to a mindful moment room. Students who were previously disrupting class are now able to focus and pay attention to their schoolwork. In their time in the mindful moment room, students tell staff why they are dismissed from class, close their eyes, and breathe deeply. According to Principal Carlillian Thompson, there were 4 suspensions the year before, and after setting up the mindful moment room, they've had 0 suspensions. Habit among icons. When some people hear of meditation, they might think of hippies or someone going off to Tibet to become a monk. However, this isn't always the case. Tim Ferriss is an author, entrepreneur, and podcaster. He wrote Tools of Titans, where he interviews billionaires, world-class performers, athletes, and icons. When asked if there were any common patterns or habits from people he interviewed for the book, he said that 80% of the people he interviewed have some form of mindfulness practice. You might be wondering how you get started. Up next, I'll discuss a few techniques to begin. Methods and techniques. The most simple technique is conscious breathing, where you focus on your breath and do your best not to think. Another method is called do nothing, where you just sit and observe whatever happens, be it thoughts in your mind, sensations in your body, etc. Mindfulness meditation is where you try to get as deep into the present moment as possible. Say you're looking at a cup. You'd absorb its details just as it is, without judging or criticizing it. For timing, set aside 15 to 30 minutes, or longer if you'd like. The place doesn't really matter, but personally I like going outside in nature, since it makes mindfulness a bit easier. Meditation is a tool for enlightenment. Not only does meditation have a number of practical benefits, but a great deal of spiritual benefits as well. Enlightenment may seem elusive and nebulous, but in reality is attainable. People go to 10-day Vipassana retreats to attain these states. You don't have to go that far to experience enlightenment. However, the more consistent and committed you are to meditating, the more likely you are to having a mystical experience. Every few weeks or so, I have this experience while meditating where it feels like something else is looking through me. It feels like I'm just observing my thoughts occurring in consciousness, as opposed to being trapped in them. This observer effect is what the Buddhists call the witness. Personally, I've found meditation to be one of the best tools for maintaining a spiritual practice. Conclusion. Meditation is a powerful tool to reduce stress and improve well-being overall. Its benefits extend not only to individuals, but for communities as well. Although some woo-woo is associated with the topic, it is used by successful people in the business world as well. If you're interested in ways to improve attention, clarity, peace, and even enlightenment, meditation is a great way to do so. And remember, just breathe.